I'm not an influencer, I'm not a vlogger, I'm just the same sales guy that you see in showroom, but active on social media. If I'm trying to sell something, it should be something that I'm convinced of. Can you buy love? You cannot buy it. Can you push someone to love you? You cannot buy it.
Impossible.
It's more important than many things that I'm promoting.
Peace of mind
It's peace of mind.
is very important. Good afternoon, my friends and fans on East Talks Business. Today, I'm very, very pleased to have one of my close friends and one of the people that I believe he knows what reality means. He knows how to make himself very, very down to earth, very humble person. However, everybody likes him, everybody follows him. But the way he built his brand, the way he penetrated the market, the way he sees things, for me, it was a learning point. I know him for a short time, but I feel like I know him for a very long time. So I have Karim Haddad with me today. Karim, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us. What can you tell us about Karim first?
What do you know about Karim?
I know Karim, the person who knows everything about all the cars in the world, the luxury ones.
No one knows everything. Okay.
About the luxury ones.
Yeah.
About the best watches as well. And someone that I don't know if I do the same thing and drive all these cars every day, I'll be so happy. I think.
It's true, it's happiness. Yeah,
It's happiness, right?
Yeah.
It's pleasure.
Sure.
So tell us first, who's Karim in a very short way?
Very short.
How did you come to Dubai? When? And stuff like that first to start.
Okay, I came 2013 to Dubai.
Okay.
After a long time in Germany and before that Lebanon. And yeah, I'm into car business since very long time and as passion. Started as passion. So not to jump directly to what Karim now is, because it's long period. So to jump directly to it, Karim is just a business, how to say?
Entrepreneur?
No. I'm the same salesman
Uh-huh.
that you see usually in car showroom, but in front of the camera on social media. That's it.
Okay. So do you know what they say about car salespeople?
What?
Huh?
What?
That they can sell anything in the world? Is that true for you?
Maybe, but at least if I'm trying to sell something, it should be something that I'm convinced of. I don't sell something that I don't like or I have doubt about it. It has to be something that I really like and I'm convinced that it's something good. And if someone will purchase it, they will be thanking me later on, even not just like, oh, I did the sale.
So you care about the buyer as well?
Definitely. I think always long term. I never thought in my whole life short term.
This is
And
very,
when it comes
very
to used cars, for example, if you sell a car and without knowing the history behind it also, you're just trying to push the sale, it's totally wrong. You will lose the client from the minute they will take it, right? But if you know the history about the car and it's clean and you show them that it's clean, everything, you have peace of mind. Imagine you know something about the car, okay, and
you
you're
hide it.
hiding it. 100% sure this client will never ever be your friend or will buy anything from you again, right?
And will say bad words
will,
about you
exactly,
as well.
and will never bring you any friend,
Reference.
cousin, whatever, any reference. And you know, especially here in this region, word of mouth is very strong.
True.
So if you lose your reputation in the market, you cannot get it back.
This is very
You need to
good.
just change the whole region in this case, and definitely is something. So no one wants to do it, I think. So that's why I think always long term and principle. Yeah, I put myself instead of this client.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Exactly, because when you put yourself in the buyer's shoes,
Yes.
you will start feeling what is good for him, how he will feel if he buy this car, and how he will feel after he buy this car. And as you mentioned, this is reality part, which not everybody follows, but this is one lesson that we start learning as well. And I think I like what you're saying.
You like to be treated the same way you treat people.
100%. And you said it right. The word of mouth in this region is really big, and the city is quite small, so people know each other and they meet each other everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's a good start. Not to jump as well, but you said 2013 in Dubai. When did you start your own brand here that everybody knows about?
Okay. In the beginning, by the way, I was working with Jaguar Land Rover in Abu Dhabi.
As a sales?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I studied something totally different, but sales is in my blood, okay? It's my passion, yeah. So I started there and I was doing double shift extra. I wanted to prove something. 2013 until end of 2016
Okay.
in Jaguar Land Rover, and then I moved to Bentley, Dubai for 6 months, and then Bentley Abu Dhabi for 1.5 years. It's the same company, Al Habtoor. And then McLaren, just for a very short period. After that, I moved to Roger Dubuis Watches, which is part of Richemont Group. And after that, I decided to open by myself. And now focusing on the brand, okay? It wasn't actually a plan to make a brand or whatever, if you want to call it brand now. I don't call it a brand yet. It was at the beginning, believe it or not, Karim Bentley. It wasn't Karim
Bentley.
Yes. I opened it. Yes. I opened in January 2017.
Why did you choose only Bentley if you
I was working for Bentley and I wanted to sell
that
only
time.
Bentley. Even though I had this idea to do it for Jaguar Land Rover, but for some reason they didn't want. Okay, so I moved to Bentley and I did it there. And I figured out that also in Bentley I had some problems that the marketing team in Al Habtoor didn't like the idea. And I had like kind of struggle there.
So
it took 2 years. So after 2 years almost, I changed it to Karim Luxury. And since that time it's Karim Luxury.
So when you say Karim Luxury, and this is a brand, whether you like it or not, you're very humble, I know, but it's a brand. We all understand it. Did you choose luxury because you're only promoting luxury in every way, either in cars or watches, or you're open to promote another brand which is not really luxurious?
When I was sitting with the management at the end of the last 3 months in Bentley and McLaren, and they asked me to change the names since I'm moving from Bentley. I swear it didn't take me more than 2 seconds to tell them, okay, guess what, here, I will change it, Karim, I will put Karim Luxury. Happy? And they're like, okay, fine.
So it just click.
Yes, directly. Why? Also, I thought about it, like, imagine if I will move later on and we will be working for a company, I don't know, maybe Rolls-Royce, let's say, or Aston Martin. Imagine I will call it Karim Aston Martin.
Yeah.
So I will, instead of changing the name always, I was like, luxury, and I will open it for everything, not only cars. It will be also watches, real estate, anything related to luxury.
So everything under luxury brand is included.
I can be involved in. Now, sure, I have some principles. That's why many things I'm not ready to do it. Anything related to alcohol, tobacco, whatever it is, for example.
You don't promote?
I don't promote. No.
Okay. And
health-wise and principle-wise, and I don't want to show kids, for example, that something like this is normal. No, it's not normal.
So you care about your followers?
I don't call them followers. I call them, like, I don't know, bigger family, friends.
That's a big family, Karim.
What followers?
That's a quite big family. Right?
I don't even like the word followers, man.
It's sometimes following doesn't mean a bad thing, right? Because as a leader, for example, my passion is leadership, right?
Okay.
And people following, it doesn't mean that they're lower or they're something different. Following your direction, it means they believe in you, actually.
Okay.
Or they understand that you're doing something good for them. So I understand the
friend is better.
Friends, friends is much better.
You don't need to know about these friends in a personal level, but at least we know each other friends. It's fine.
Okay, let's make them friends.
I swear, if I'm able to follow everyone back, I wouldn't mind. But the problem is the maximum is 7,500.
Okay.
You cannot exceed it, and that's why I'm following 7,500 back.
Well, I'm followed, so I'm happy with that as well. So it's good news for me. But yes, they are friends, because my point is that when you do something good and from your heart, people start believing you. And if they feel that this is good for them, even if one of the dreams to buy one of these cars, for example, that you're promoting, that's happiness, because that increased their dream. It uplift their kind of a goal where they want to reach.
Yeah.
So that's also satisfying for some people. And I think that's why we call it followers, but we agree it's friends.
Let me also tell you something. Please. In this case. When I opened the account, Karim Bentley, what I did actually, it was synchronizing the contacts which I had already on the phone, and I brought them to social media, Instagram specifically.
Okay.
So now it was like around 1,500 in the first day directly, because these are clients that I was in touch with in Jaguar Land Rover and through the years in Germany and everywhere else. So the thing is 1,500 directly, but it stayed by 1,500 for like 4 months, because these are the only ones that I know and they knew, and they had Instagram at that time and they followed back.
Okay.
Not everyone had Instagram in 2017.
That's true.
In Dubai from my clients, because majority of locals, they like Snapchat. They liked Snapchat at that time.
Other
more.
apps, yeah.
Or they didn't like any social media maybe at all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that if I followed someone that they are following me. That's why it was 1,500 for minimum 4 months.
Yeah.
But guess what? I was active on a daily basis and I was posting cars available in the showroom, maybe 4 or 5 times a day, sometimes 6 times a day. I wanted to show what we have. If they are interested, they will contact. And nothing happened in the first month or second month, but the third month, I started receiving some calls from them, so interest. So I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah, the client were seeing what I was doing. And by the 4th month, actually, I sold something through Instagram. Because I was selling anyway, walk-in and people through phone calls. But Instagram was showed the power after 4 months. 5th month, 3 cars. And then it continued growing up to 65% of my sales were because of Instagram.
65%?
Yes.
Of sales through Instagram?
Yeah.
And it was not only through the main contest of 1,500 people. It increased.
It grew with it. It increased. But let's say when I left Bentley and McLaren in end of 2018, I think, beginning of 19, I had like less than 50,000 followers or friends.
Friends, okay. But your goal was to increase your sales, not to increase your friends.
Definitely. And
that's the main goal.
Even if it will grow, I prefer, to be honest with you, quality. What I mean with quality, respect to everyone, okay? Everyone is respected, but I'm honest, I will tell you, like, what do I have with it if I will have, let's say, 10 people who cannot afford even to get a very small car, where I can have, for example, one guy who can afford to buy 2 or 3 cars.
Yes,
from what I'm showing. I'm not telling that this guy is better than them. I'm saying that I'm saying for the business is more efficient, because anyway I'm not an influencer, I'm not a vlogger, I'm just the same sales guy that you see in showroom, but active on social media. So effective for me is to have someone watching what I'm doing and really acting.
Can add value to what you're doing.
Can buy. Yeah.
So the point of creating this was to promote your sales and create more sales leads and pipeline and everything.
That was the goal.
Of it. Yeah. Is it still the same goal after you reaching 1 million?
I didn't reach 1 million yet, and I'm not planning, by the way, if it will happen.
It's not your plan anymore. People now will do it.
If it will happen, can be, but it's not actually the goal. Sure, I will be more happy when I see, for example, a video or a picture or some pictures perform more on social media and brought more engagement. It means people like what they saw, that's why they are sharing with each other. But at the end, what I care about more is this car that I promoted got sold or not.
Okay, so it's pure business. Yeah,
because now, as I told you, I changed the model after I left the car business myself.
To anything like
to everything, and especially watches. What I care about is when I'm promoting businesses, which is not even mine. I follow up with them, like, how did it work? Are people asking for it? And anyway, I can check. And these people that are mentioning sometimes me in the story when the car is delivered.
Okay.
So I know that this car got sold. Doesn't matter through me or not. I don't really care. But at least I'm happy that this car or this watch is not anymore in the
show. Goal is achieved. That's basically it's for you. And now that's what I'm trying to say. When the friends are increasing, you still have the same concepts of selling luxury.
Yes.
That's it. No change.
Let me explain something.
Please.
Luxury was never a necessity and it will never be, right? It's not a necessity.
Yeah.
If you can afford it, you can do it. You cannot afford it, don't even think about it now at the time being. Yeah, there is much more important things in life to be done instead of running after luxury. Sure, you can dream. You can do something for it, but don't take it as, oh, I want this, and then you forget about the more important things in life. For example, what can you do with luxury or whatever if you don't have proper health and good family you are taking care of?
100%.
These are the main important things. And then after that, once you have everything,
the basics are done.
The basics are done, and start thinking about luxury and whatever it is. Now, if you ask me personally, I'm promoting, and there is many cars and watches that I like. But I cannot survive without them. What a joke! Definitely, I can survive without them. And me personally, if you tell me, Karim, here a plastic chair on the beach, with a nice view,
very nice.
It's more important than many things that I'm promoting.
Peace of mind
It's peace of mind.
is very important. I agree with you. But again, luxury, you mentioned that people can dream about it. I believe mindset is very important, right? And if you put your mindset that you can achieve this, it's not negative. It's positive because it gives you energy, even if you cannot afford it now. But I mean, like, as you mentioned, basics should be fixed first. Your family, your priority is done first, and then you move to the luxury. But the feeling of luxury is nice.
Definitely. And you know, Don.
Yes.
Yeah. You know that if you are traveling from A to B, let's say from Dubai to Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
it's like minimum 1 hour, 1.5 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can decide to go to Abu Dhabi in two ways. Either you want to be in a, let's say, I don't want to mention any brand. Yeah.
Let's say 2000 cc car.
Let's say 2000cc car,
Uh-huh,
okay?
uh-huh.
Yeah. Or you decide to drive in the back of a luxury limo,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
without mentioning,
Without name.
extended wheelbase.
Okay.
Yeah. Sitting in the back with a perfect isolation, amazing leather, so soft.
String,
And,
everything. Yeah.
yeah, even the scent inside the car is different. And then you reach Abu Dhabi after 1.5 hours, let's say, relaxed. You want to tell me that the same feeling?
No.
You will be lying.
100% no.
Right?
I would definitely take the second option.
Yeah. So now, even if I told you that, okay, luxury is now not everything,
Yeah.
but
It's beautiful. Luxury is
definitely it's
beautiful.
beautiful. It's good to have enough like money, okay, to not start speaking like nonsense for some people. Have enough money, okay, on the side that you don't have to worry about anything, and then start talking about if it's important or not important for you. At a lot of point, a lot of people, they would like to try how this car, for example, drive, whatever it is, and I'm with them.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that everyone can know this feeling, because driving a luxury car or a supercar or a hypercar is a different feeling, right?
100%.
You cannot compare it to anything.
100%.
Drive it and rent it if you cannot even buy it. Yeah, have this feeling. Maybe even a car like this or this feeling can lead you to two things. Either you will do your best to buy one, or you think, do you know what? It's nothing for me.
It's not really the what.
Yeah, I will focus on something else. I will keep working
can
on my
rent it for
goals.
one
But
day.
yeah, but rent it one
Yeah.
2 days. Keep it for 1 week. Let's say.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
yeah.
cannot afford buying it,
Yeah, yeah,
buying
yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Get the feeling.
Yeah.
But it's not really the ultimate feeling for you, kind of thing.
Now I cannot maybe speak perfectly about, because I tried many of them. Okay,
Yeah.
and sure, a lot of cars are being produced every day. Yeah, you cannot say I drove
Something
everything.
new coming.
Until now, there is a lot of old cars that I would love to
But you
drive.
couldn't.
I didn't have the chance to drive. I would love to. McLaren P1, for example. Even the P1 GTR, CLK GTR Mercedes, yeah, and the Ferrari 250 GTO. I didn't drive any of them. I would love to.
The P1s, no? Really?
Man, sorry.
For sure, no.
I said P1. P1 I drove already. F1.
F1. Okay, that's different.
F1.
Okay.
F1 and F1 GTR.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Yeah, so I would
still
love to.
want
I
to.
would love to drive. Yeah, definitely. I was sitting in them, but I didn't drive. It's different things. I would love to drive them, and then I will see.
So that's that take me to one question. I don't know if you can answer it or not. Actually, you cannot answer this question exactly, but if I tell you which car you prefer, you will answer this? For you, for
Okay.
your own use.
I've been asked many questions
Yeah.
similar to this. Okay.
Yeah.
And definitely, any petrol head, you ask them, they will tell you, no, you cannot ask me this question.
But
Give me a list of 100 and I will start writing the name, and it will not finish even. Let me make it short for you. If you want to have one car for forever now, for your life, and you cannot have anything else, okay, then it has to be practical as well. So it has to be luxurious, right? Practical,
Durable.
durable, and it has power. For example, if you wish, like I wish I decided for a supercar or instead of this, it has to have everything in
It's a
one,
full package.
right? And trust me, in this category, there is many cars now. Many. Now, definitely, you have to have also the parts for it and someone servicing the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maintenance is very
There is many cars in my mind right now.
Can you share with us top 3? In your mind, not top 3 cars categorized. I'm saying from Karim perspective.
I said something else in a different podcast, but now I'm gonna say maybe even the older Range Rover Sport SVR is more than enough.
When you say older, it's 2016?
Yeah, 18.
2016,
18 is fine.
Yeah, the SVR.
It's more than enough.
It's having all this package.
You don't need any other car.
You're changing my mind about something now. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Now some people might say, yeah, it's not reliable. I don't know. Come on. Any car would have problems with the time or whatever, but I'm telling you, if you have someone behind your back to repair it and take care of it, then you will be fine. Range Rover SVR will give you everything what you want.
Power, luxury, durability, reliability.
No, I'm not talking about reliability. Anyway, like you have, for example, a service center taking care of it, it's fine. Yeah.
It's a full package.
But you won't need more than this.
And you can drive it every day. Yeah. It covers all the aspects.
I'm not talking because I was working there.
No, I understand.
By the way, I worked from Jaguar Land Rover because I wanted to work there.
From experience, yeah. Okay, so this is one of the top ones.
There is some other cars. Even if I will tell you a brand, maybe you never heard of it, is Grenadier, Yunus.
No.
Grenadier is a brand, a new brand, by the way, in the market, for someone who wanted the old Defender to still be made.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
And then because they stopped it, he decided to do his own brand, and here we go. You have everything. Okay, beautiful. Not everyone will say it's beautiful.
It's not true.
Yeah. But it's maybe timeless, let's say. This is the shape, which is like kind of for practicality and military even. Yeah?
True.
And you have everything what you want in a car, so why not?
What about the Defender?
The new Defender?
Yeah, which is everywhere now.
If we go for the highest engine, the supercharged, definitely. But still, I would go for the older Range Rover Sport, shape-wise.
I will definitely agree with you, honestly, for the shape, because I drove the Defender. I rented it, actually. And it was very nice for me. It's a very big car inside and very comfortable, but from outside, it looks a little bit...
The older one was more masculine. The new one looks a little bit, I don't know,
like somebody's pushing it from the back, you know?
Yeah, something. Like... I'm not 100% convinced, but Range Rover Sport looks crazy good. SVR, I mean.
Yes, that's a good one. Okay, we'll talk about this after the podcast. Tell me about the super power cars, let's say the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the McLarens and stuff like that. For me personally, my experience, because of my height, I didn't fit in many of them, to be honest.
You will fit only maybe in Ferrari 812, I think.
I fit in, the one I drove was McLaren 720S.
Okay, also you can.
Which is like, yeah.
It will be tight, but you can.
But I fit. The Lamborghinis, with all respect to them for sure, no way, like zero. Like I couldn't even get in. And the rest, the Ferraris also, most of them, no.
812,
yeah,
fit in.
Probably. I didn't try before. For you, which one is really that you think that it's easy to drive? Because some of these cars are really powerful and noisy and loud and everything, but it's not fun as people think.
Easy to drive is 720S and 812.
So I agree. Yeah, okay.
So I love both of them.
Because I love this one when I rented. Honestly, it was amazing.
Seriously, McLaren, now I'm thinking they are much easier to be driven than most of other cars. But here we go. If you think about Aventador, amazing car, right?
Yeah.
But single clutch, and you cannot drive it daily. Forget about looking to the back and then seeing something. You have to rely on the camera, definitely. And Huracan is actually very easy to drive, but if it's Spider, you won't have anything visible behind
Zero.
you, literally. Now in 720S, the McLaren, or 750, you feel like you are sitting, I don't know, you have a 360-degree view, literally.
Correct.
Like visibility is amazing.
I fall in love, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice car.
And easy to drive, and I think
not easy to get,
it's super value for money. Seriously, McLaren 720S, and now used even super value for money.
You think so?
Yes. Now, again, a lot of people will be like, yeah, there is some problems.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you, there's people saying about the gear and
get something
like that.
And I mean, get something with low mileage, someone who really take care of it and
respect the car, huh?
Yeah, then you will enjoy it a lot.
So the other question I have, how do you deal with your car? Your personal car? You think also like you take care of the car, you wash it by yourself, you treat it like someone important?
Any car by myself. The only one that maybe it's one time I thought about washing by myself. I had it before, BMW 1M.
Won him.
It was really love from the first sight. Even before buying the car, when I was still in Germany, I was like, I wanted it and I wanted to get it, but they didn't give me anyone, sold out, you know. And secondary market, the price was crazy high because, there is no supply in the market. So people were like, Now, I mean, in 2014, I got my 1M, I think, yes. And I was like, finally, here we go. I drove it on a daily basis. A lot of people, when they have something like this, they will be like, I'm going to drive it one time per weekend.
No.
Not one time. This car was made to enjoy it. I was driving it every day. And I think I made exactly 88,000 kilometers on the clock. Yes. And I sold it with profit.
That's good.
Yes.
Because you're a good salesman or because the car deserve it?
Because the car deserves it.
I like the answer too.
I chose the right car and I knew it will appreciate it the time, and I got it also for a good price.
Okay. So you're dealing with everything luxury, right? And for men, especially, let's say
mostly for men,
cars and watches for men on that level is very much like toys, right? It's something entertaining for us. Do you feel the same, first of all, as Karim when you promote it, or you're doing it as business more than it's really your toy? Or you have another toy?
What a question. Wow. If I feel as Karim, there is something inside me telling me like, you need to show it to people, definitely.
Okay.
And the second part is, don't forget, this is also my business to promote it. So again, I never promote something I'm not 100% convinced of. I never ran after just the sake of getting more views or I don't know what. This car is so controversial. I'm sure you can post it and can get a lot of views. And I never thought
you believe the car
because I know this car, I like it, and that's why I'm gonna show it. And now the funny part is, when I receive bad comments, usually you have to be open-minded. You have to be,
if you are
like, open, and for any someone who doesn't like the car, it's fine. We have to respect
his opinion.
You have to respect their opinion, right?
Okay.
So I don't mind if someone will say I don't like this car.
Okay.
It's fine. Anyway, I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm showing to someone else anyway. And I respect if someone would write I wish this car was, for example, in red instead of gold, or in I don't know what instead of
taste.
But writing this is the ugliest car that I've ever seen in my life, then you have a problem with me.
That's too much personal, yeah.
Then you are telling me that I have bad taste. Yeah. I don't need to respect this because you didn't respect me. Definitely, I don't need to respect you. Second, you didn't respect the one who did it. Who did this car?
Who modified this car actually to do that?
Who modified this car and the whole team behind it? You didn't respect them.
There's a lot of work.
Now you are saying this is the ugliest car. Now guess what I do? I don't tolerate.
You don't.
This is like this. I block. I don't answer comments like this.
You don't respond.
I don't. I just click, block, and I delete the comment. Easy.
That's it. So it's actually the right answer, by the way, because you cannot go and debate with someone who's putting it very straightforward.
I'm doing them a favor.
You're right.
They will not see any more ugly.
Don't worry. Don't hurt your eyes. Okay. I have a very interesting question for you now, Karim. Doing this since 2017, I think, right?
Yes. On Instagram.
On Instagram.
Before that, I was doing somewhere else.
Do you think you can be as successful as you are right now? And thank God for everything, for sure.
For everything, but I'm not that successful.
From my opinion,
okay,
as a friend, okay. You think you can reach the same level of, let's say, friends and people who like what you're doing if you're not in Dubai?
Oh, this is an amazing question. The beautiful thing about Dubai, or UAE in general, such a safe country. And the locals are so respectful and they are happy for you when they see you successful or doing good.
No jealousy.
No jealousy. And they don't bother you. As long as you are doing the right thing, you are not doing breaking something. Imagine, you are not breaking rules. If you are breaking rules, I cannot promise you anything.
We know.
Yeah. So follow the rules and do what you think has some good potential and good impact. The country itself, the people of this country, the expats in them, Dubai specifically also, and Abu Dhabi. I was living in Abu Dhabi 5 years, and mashallah, I love it so much. It helps you a lot. Yeah.
So it supports that.
And everything is so easy to be done here. For example, opening a company, setting up a company. You know how long it Does it take? It takes like, I don't know, 1-2 days. Huh?
2 days, yeah.
Yeah.
I just did. Yeah.
Can you count for me what other countries can do it for you in 1-2 days
No.
without all the
Zero. Zero.
I don't know.
I can say zero. I lived in many countries.
Another question, safety-wise. I'm in luxury business, and sometimes I have with me some high-end watches, sometimes 10 in one bag.
Yeah,
And
that's
I bet
very
with you, if
important.
someone wants to just watch me, yeah, they can do something,
True.
let's say.
Without mentioning the city's names. Yeah.
I never had any security with me. No bodyguard, no security. Okay, here I'm telling you, if someone
You're
wants to...
100% sure.
Yeah. So tell me, where else in the world can you do it?
Unfortunately, nowhere.
Yeah, I was living in Europe and I had to leave there because I'm not talking even about 10 watches. I'm talking about sometimes one.
Mobile.
It's a cheap watch, yeah, 1,000 euro. And then for some people it's not maybe cheap, but in the watch business it's very cheap, right? So
Yeah.
1,000 euro, and still you feel like people are looking,
Threatened.
and you feel people are looking at you in a way like wait for,
They
or wait,
snap it.
yeah.
Actually, and the other thing as well to add to this. So, first of all, I think part of that success is the country, right?
Yeah,
UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi.
100%.
Second thing, it's matching the vibe of the city as well. Luxury is part of Dubai.
Let me continue. Sharjah, Ajman,
All the
same.
Emirates, the 7 Emirates.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
say.
just talking about the cities where I lived
But
in.
the
I
more-
cannot talk
yeah,
about
the-
the city where I didn't live in.
Yeah.
I have been to, but I didn't live in. But they are in the same level of safety, security, like
100%. It's across the country.
And the whole locals are supportive. They are so nice. I have so many friends.
Yeah.
Really friends.
Yeah.
And I swear, supportive to the max.
But I'm saying that the name of luxury is also matching where we live.
Yes.
Because it's kind of a part of Dubai style, the UAE style. It's all about luxury. They take care of details. And I think watching you as well, doing your promoting either it's cars or watches, you always take care about details. And that's what I like. And I like one part when you do the which view is better. I like this one a lot, right? So it drives people to start thinking about luxury from different perspective.
Yes.
So, and even the idea of view for me, usually you say view on real estate only, or about you're buying an apartment or a house. You do it with cars, which is very, very interesting for some people who love cars as well as a normal person. But it's very catchy. It's a very smart idea what you're doing there.
Yeah. Every time I have the opportunity to sit in a nice car, I don't miss the opportunity to take a picture behind the steering wheel. Because I know if I'm not gonna post it now, I'm gonna post it later on. So I will put them as carousel. I can put one by one picture of it, but I don't want to put so many posts per day.
It's too much, yeah.
I'm not still doing the same what I was doing in Bentley, trying to push for sales or something to let my clients come to me to see what I have in stock. No, it's something else. So I'm posting maybe one time per day or one time every 2-3 days. Yeah, so it's less, but focusing more on something. So carousel, 10 pictures, 5 pictures, which view wins, right?
Yes, exactly.
And I focus
That's
on the
one.
POV, point of view.
Exactly.
Sometimes behind the steering wheel and sometimes from the passenger seat.
Yes.
Sometimes from the VIP seat,
Correct.
which is diagonal to the driver.
yeah.
So you have at least from the point of view of a VIP person sitting in the back.
How
in
he
a
sees that.
Rolls-Royce Phantom, for example, what they can see,
Mhm.
what I can imagine. And that's why, by the way, that was my main focus, even by Bentley, POV.
That was the
As a
main idea.
salesman, I was focusing on what a client would like to see. Not me. Forget about me. I want the client to see, to feel, to imagine what they will expect if they will sit in the car. Now, if I will send you only a picture from outside, everyone can see this car. I mean, anyone can do a picture, and here is the color black. I don't know what, and interior is beige. You can see from far that the interior is beige. Yeah, thank you. But you are spending your whole time inside the car, not outside.
That's very
Have you
true.
seen someone who will be coming to their car in a hurry and like standing in front of their car for 1 hour? It's like mental illness, right?
Kind of, yeah, psychologically.
Now I understand when you have enough time, you reach your
You like
home,
to take
and then
a
you
view.
went out, and then you look back to your car, you smiled like you did the right choice.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand it.
I
do
made it.
I do it many times. But imagine you are in a hurry, you go to the car and you stand in front of it like for half an hour. Like, what's wrong with it? So again, you spend most of the time inside the car, driving
Interior
it,
is
or
very important.
having a driver, you are sitting in the back, or as a passenger, right? So I'm giving you all these 3 views. And because in stock in Bentley, I had many, sometimes from the same car, let's say Bentley Flying Spur, I had many interior.
Yeah.
Because in Bentley is crazy how much you can configure it there. I think exterior colors like was 107 colors.
It's more tailored.
But interior,
concept, yeah.
if you want to see the combinations, if you can combine this with
Mix.
this, thousands of combinations. So any car is different than the other, right? So every time I had the opportunity, I was taking picture and put it with the time like together, and then you decide like what.
It's a very nice idea, to be honest. I like it a lot, and it gives a lot of, you go deep, you know, you start feeling the where are you inside the car, what you see inside the car, which is I think it's a very nice idea as well. Let's move to watches a little bit, okay? Because I'm not a big watch fan, as you can see here, but I know it's very important. I know it's very luxurious. I know it's something super. I will start first by what's your favorite one as well, because this is important for your audience as well to understand what's favorite one. People who love watches, I know they're crazy about it. And as you mentioned, they have it in their own safe and they keep it like, you know, pampered and spoiled. Which one for Karim?
As a brand or as a watch itself, like specifically a watch, I will tell you what I think. There is now over 2,000 Swiss brands.
2,000?
Over 2,000 that you don't know of. Maybe you know about 10 maybe of them.
Probably.
Or something. And but the most common ones in the market now, I think, are four. Rolex, AP, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, and Richard Mille. These are the most common. Some of them will come and tell me, yeah, Jacob & Co, definitely. Amazing watches. Coming from jewelry background as well. And sure, Frank Miller are the ones which came with this shape, which Richard Mille is doing also now.
Yeah.
Since long time. My personal favorite, I have again many watches that I love a lot. My favorite brand is Lange & Söhne. It's a German brand.
So it's another one.
It's not even
out
Swiss.
Of the top four.
Yes. And I think people in the watch business, they would agree with it.
Okay.
Because
why?
Of the level of perfection what these people reach in these watches.
Really?
The level of perfection when it comes to Lange & Söhne is out of this world. Yes, and no
details.
No one can achieve it, because even the way how they polish their watches, you know, how to tell you, you know what component means, yeah?
For sure.
A lot of watches, they have, let's say, 500 to 600 components in
yes.
it. And some in Lange & Söhne are like 1,000, 1,200 components. And then go into details and see how they are like polishing them, and the perfection, even when you use the microscope times, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 times, you won't see any mistake.
The finishing is unbelievable.
When I was living in Germany, one of the things that I learned also was like accuracy to the max when it comes to time and perfection.
True.
And honesty, they are so honest. German are honest, they don't lie.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know any single German who lies.
That's amazing.
Maybe they don't know how to lie. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not used to it.
Yeah, I like them. So Lange & Söhne.
But what about the price factor in this watch?
Is it
affordable or it's
affordable actually?
So it is affordable.
Yeah, for anyone in the watch business, it's very affordable.
Okay, so
I'm gonna start talking about prices, but let me give you approximate.
No,
so if you tell me, let's say, Karim, I have, I don't know, $80,000, you can get an amazing watch from Lange & Söhne. Even for a bit less and even for a bit more, you can get crazy watches from them. Whatever you get, I can guarantee to you, you will thank me later on.
That's amazing. Okay.
And I swear to God, it's not advertisement. I'm doing it because it's from my heart.
I'm asking you really from your heart.
I did it to one of my friends, and they are thanking me. Not one, many.
To be honest with you, I
didn't work with them, not a single time. I didn't work with them. No promotion, nothing, but they are the best in my opinion.
That's a very strong feedback about watches as well. Okay.
There is some others.
Tell me.
There is some FP Journe as well, Dufour. Yeah, there is some watch brands good, and definitely Patek Philippe is like crazy good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I love the shape of Richard Mille watches. I wear a lot of them. I sell also a lot of them. And because Richard Mille, the good thing about them is they are like, especially the limited ones from them, they have some limitations, sometimes 3 pieces in the world or 5.
Just they make
and
it like
definitely over the retail price by 5-6 times sometimes. And that's why whatever price you ask for something like this, no one can tell you no, because if they want this
It's
watch,
only 3 pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
You-
Let's
so
say one of these watches is with, let's say, example, Sultan of Brunei. Yeah. Another watch is with Sheikh Ammar. Yeah.
Stuff like
And
that,
one
yeah.
watch is in the market for sale.
And that's it.
Yeah. Or let's say even 5 pieces. Definitely. One is with Sheikh Sultan. Not Sheikh Sultan, with Sultan of Brunei. And another one with Sheikh Ammar maybe.
Yeah.
Because mashallah, he is very well known worldwide in the watch business.
Yeah.
And now Ambani, right?
Yes.
And and maybe two watches are for
In the
sale
market.
Yeah. So
That's it.
you can check what the other like 2 are asking for, and you can decide. But
So they put the price.
some other brands, without mentioning which ones, are doing more than 1 billion per year.
Okay. So
It's
the
not,
value is
it's not unique anymore. So that's why it's available in a secondary market. I don't deal with them because even if you think that you gave your friend a good price, they might
There'll be
search
another
and they will have a better
another
offer
offer.
for 2,000 dirham less. They will tell you, I found it for 2,000 dirham less. And you
which
feel
is
like,
nothing
oh my
compared
God.
to the price.
Exactly. And then you feel like, oh my God, why did I even started it? So
The discussion goes to another level. You pointed something very interesting for me that creates a question in my mind. Does luxury have levels?
sure.
What are the levels of luxury in your mind?
Oh my God.
Like you can go, how you call it first of all, VIP, VVIP. Remember we had this discussion before the first time we met, right? So VVIP, how you cluster that or rank
No,
them?
we were talking about VIP and VVIP for people.
Yes, yeah, but I mean
not about luxury.
yeah, but I mean like how
But
do you
let me
match
give
it
you
to
an
luxury?
example. Let
Yeah.
me give you an example.
Yeah.
Let's say someone, they are worth, let's say, $20 million.
Okay.
For many people, they are rich, right?
Yes.
And for me also, they are not poor and they are not average, right? They can afford many things.
True.
But are they wealthy? No.
No, wealthy is
Are
different.
they like filthy rich? Definitely no. Why? Because especially here in Dubai, $20 million cannot get you, for example, a mansion in Palm.
In the yeah, for sure.
Right?
No.
You
Yeah.
cannot. A mansion
Finished.
in Palm, definitely.
And that's it.
You cannot do it.
And that's it, by the way.
You can't.
Yeah, and
You
that's
cannot,
it. Even
yes,
if you can, that's it.
even if you can.
Finish. Your money's finished.
So this level is good. They
Yeah.
are let's call them rich, but
Let's
they are
call
not
them
wealthy.
happy.
Yes, they can live amazing life.
Yeah, that's it.
So another level, let's say $100 million, they are totally different, but
Yeah.
still I consider them in the same category,
Category.
20 to 100. But if we talk about someone, let's say with like $300 million, totally different. Okay.
Another level.
And someone with 1 billion, which is like $1,000 million, is different.
That goes to
Why? Because these people, let's say, if they will have 1 or 2 mansions in Dubai, in the best places, Palm, Emirates Hills, whatever, still they can have collection of cars.
Correct.
Still they can have another homes in different countries.
Instead, we have money.
Collection of watches, some business running, some crypto on the side.
Yeah.
So nothing can happen.
Correct.
You cannot
They're
have
safe.
them in the same level. Now imagine, I just saw it yesterday, Elon Musk
Yeah.
reached over $400 billion.
I don't know.
And I'm talking only about 1 billion, imagine.
But it's really doesn't
400
feel normal.
Thank you very much. So 400 billion, 440 billion, maybe now we are speaking, now it's even
It's
more.
increasing. Yeah.
It's crazy what is happening. Now tell me please, if someone like Elon Musk
Yeah.
will enter a restaurant,
Yeah.
okay, the most expensive restaurant in the world, okay, and would like to order the most expensive dish in the world, does it, let's say, best lobster in the world,
For example.
how much would it be? Is it something that the millionaire cannot afford?
Everyone can
Everyone
afford, honestly.
So you reach a level,
Yeah.
in my opinion, $50 million onwards.
It's okay. Khalas.
$50 million, after that, it's all the same, right?
It start different types of things that you can afford
Now-
to buy.
Yeah, no, you can, but the experience is the same. Now you can rent this boat, what this guy
No,
has.
I would say the public experience.
Yeah, public
would be the
experience.
same.
You can rent this boat for 1-2 days.
And you can own it.
You can own it. There's something else, yeah? But even people who own boats, the super yachts, how many times are you using it per year?
Formula One is one time.
Understand what I
Probably,
mean?
right?
So if you calculate this time that where they are like actually using them,
Yeah.
if you just rent it on the same time, this is the same experience.
Actually, you pay more for parking it than what you pay for renting.
And private jets and I don't know. So after a specific
Okay, so there is certain
period,
level that it reach. Okay,
let's take it 100 million. Let's not talk about 50 million. $100 million, everything after that is all the same.
do you think Elon Musk, because you spoke about him, and I hope he can watch our podcast, that would be interesting. Do you think he needs
He
something?
doesn't have time for this.
Do you think he needs something that he cannot afford?
No idea. This guy is thinking about Mars and I don't know what I'm still thinking about.
Well, my question is very different, actually. My question means back to the basic stuff that we spoke about, right? You'll never know what he's missing, right?
Okay. Money, when we were speaking about it, money cannot buy everything. It buys happiness, definitely. It can buy happiness, things that you like. That
Makes you happy.
Let's say if you think a hypercar can make you happy, that means you can buy it.
True.
You want to have the best healthcare in the world, definitely you
True.
can have it. You want your parents to be living in the best condition, you will be happy to see them happy,
And your
right?
kids and grandkids.
But does it buy for you family?
No.
Yeah. So definitely some things you cannot buy them.
So I agree on that.
Yeah.
So the warmth of home, the family,
Yeah.
the feeling
You
of
cannot
sitting
buy
on a table eating.
Can you
with
buy
your
love? You
family.
cannot buy it. Can you push someone to love you? You cannot buy it.
Impossible. It's
So-
impossible. So everything have a price. That's what we can say.
Exactly. And some people are successful only by, in my opinion, only by being able to bring food home every day, and they have healthy family.
True.
And they are healthy. They don't have debt. Okay, they have peace of mind. They are already successful in my
well.
opinion.
They sleep well.
Yeah, they are already successful.
Excellent. Which actually makes sense, by the way, because I think the satisfaction inside people or human being, it differs from one person to another as well. Some people, they don't care about money at all. In their brain, as you mentioned, they bring home food, they sleep, no debts, they have a peace of mind. That's their maximum, let's say, motivation. And it's okay for them. They don't want to grow more than this.
8 billion people. Imagine if everyone is thinking the same. It's a disaster.
No.
I'm happy that not everyone is thinking the same. So again, happiness is depending from person to a person. Like successful for me is this, what I told you. Plus, for me personally, number one is to be, how to say, to do the most important thing in front of my God.
Okay. To appreciate
I'm that
what
person.
God gave you.
I'm that
basically.
person. So number one is the creator. Second, family. Third, thinking about myself.
Everything else. So thinking about yourself, Karim, can you share with us what's next in your mind? Not a plan, but when you reach that part of success, and thank God for everything, as you mentioned, it's definitely a gift, right? And you mentioned that you want to keep this gift by thanking God and appreciating as well. And you mentioned second will be family.
Even if I lose it, I will keep thanking God for everything.
100%, we do that, but that's why we get back success again. I believe so.
And I don't mind even if I don't get back to, I'm happy.
That's good. That's very nice to feel it inside you. But again, I'm sure there's another plan in your mind, another dream in your mind that you want to achieve. What's the next level of luxury for you?
I'm not the boring guy, but I don't have big plans because I'm caring more about peace of mind. And alhamdulillah, I have it. Thanks God, I have it.
Alhamdulillah.
I don't like to put myself under stress. Again, if you put me in front of, let's say, good amount of money, but a lot of stress, and very low amount of money, but no stress, I will choose a second option.
You believe that?
Me personally, now. A lot of people will tell me I'm wrong. Okay, your personal opinion. But I prefer always a peace of mind, less stress. Because, Don, we are not staying here forever. Have you ever heard about someone who lived 200 years?
Never.
Yeah, so
Never. We're leaving.
And guess
All
what?
of us are leaving soon.
By the age of 65, let's say 70, you stop caring about anything even related to luxury, whatever. You just care about practicality.
Yeah.
And you care
What
about
makes it work?
you care about you woke up this morning feeling healthy. You don't need to
stand up
even to
without
take
support.
pills. Let's say you woke up, without. So no one is living like staying here forever. Everyone is leaving. You decide what to do with your life. And I'm a believer, again. I work a lot for the afterlife. Yeah, I'm a believer. A lot of people will tell me, I'm thinking wrong. I don't mind. This is my personal opinion. And I think I'm right, inshallah. So, yeah, I think more about after that instead of.
It's a reality, by the way. It's fact, right? Everything we run after right now, we're actually leaving it behind us.
Yeah, I do what I'm supposed to do when it comes to praying, fasting.
So helping
people.
Good things is something inside you, and you believe in that as well. You will say, yes, I will believe, I thank God, even if I don't have anything, I still believe that these things that we do, because I do the same, which doesn't look at us, people think we don't do these things from our heart, but there's a lot of things you cannot share, especially with God.
Yeah.
I believe doing these things a lot, God give you back a lot of good things. It can be in health, it can be in your family, it can be in many ways.
Hopefully, but again, even if God doesn't give you anything back,
there's a reason
still,
for it.
It's not only this, it's my job to do it, to thank my Creator.
So there is nothing obligatory for you. You're just doing it because you believe it.
More, I'm doing it because I believe, and I'm doing it for my life after. That's it. I'm doing it for myself, and this is.
You have imagination for the life after?
I hope I'm doing the right thing.
So we go to Jannah. That's what you're dreaming about as well.
Yeah, because nothing to be compared with what we are seeing here.
That's the real luxury.
So if you see a lot of beautiful things here, and you think like, oh my God, this is all man-made.
Yeah.
Right?
Imagine
something made by God and waiting for you later on as a as a gift, let's say, for what you did good in your life. That would be crazy.
Now you took me to another feeling. Now I wish we meet there, by the way, and we see how luxury is in that level.
I'm not changing now the whole podcast to something religious, but I'm just telling you what I think. And
it's a very good point. And at the end of the relation between a human and God is very personal relation, is very private relationship. But I'm also a believer, and I believe in God a lot. And if you go through what we go through every day, and you have experience on things, you will understand your Creator is the main thing that you need to do without asking for something, as you mentioned. Because you go out, you have some drawbacks and falls and some tough situations. I believe God is the only person who can take you out of this. And if He still didn't take you, as you mentioned, you still need to thank Him anyways, because you exist because of Him.
Can I tell you why I'm a believer also?
Please.
But first I want to hear it from you.
And I think for me, as a believer, why we believe in God? I believe in God because I don't think there is anything happening in life without a Creator.
Super.
That's what I believe. It's always a reason behind it.
Yeah, same here. Plus, I believe the same, definitely. Plus, if you look at the world, what is happening in the world, a lot of things are happening and you think like, this is not fair, right? How many times you thought to yourself, this is not fair?
I was using this before, but now I don't, to be honest. But I did.
You think this is not fair.
I did.
Now I'm coming to the point.
Yeah.
Life is never fair, by the way. Yeah.
True.
Life is never fair. Some people are born from rich family and they don't struggle in their life and everything is good. If they are good people, God has a special gift for them at the end, right? If there are bad people, also there is something. Now the point is, if life is not fair, because some people are born to the world without arms and legs, and you feel like this is not fair, okay? But God has something else for them, right?
Yeah.
So now let's take it to a different level, where let's say twins were born.
Mm-hmm.
One decided to be a very good person, was helping people a lot, and the other guy was a very bad person, mafioso, doing all the bad things. Okay? Imagine after many years, the mafioso decided to send someone to kill his brother. I'm just giving you an example.
Okay.
Is it fair to do it?
Absolutely
definitely
not.
So the mafioso will stay until the age of 90, okay? And no one can even touch him. He's surrounded with all the security guys and everything. And guess what? You think like, oh, but he will suffer definitely in his life. No. Guess what? At the age of 90, he was sleeping and peacefully he died. Okay?
Yes.
Now tell me, is it fair for you?
No.
Definitely not. But in my opinion, someone has to take revenge of it. Yeah. The Creator.
It's only good. I agree.
So, and this is just one example. There's millions and there's millions of examples.
There's millions of examples. Wow, we went to a very different direction, but actually that's a very good discussion that we had today, Karim. I saw the other side of Karim, and I showed it. I hope I show it to other people, our friends and fans as well. And it's not everything that's seen on social media is what's inside the person, and you proved it very much now
Salesman.
to everyone. Now
That's why I wear always suits, by the way. Seriously.
that's correct.
That's why
It's part of it.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
part of
I
it.
wear suits. Imagine seeing a salesman who is wearing a t-shirt and short and flip-flop in front of you. Would you buy something from them?
100% no. And this is what I teach my team as well. Everywhere I do the same. I'm also a salesman at the end, right? And I consider myself all the time as a salesman. And representation of a salesperson is 50% of the sale. This is very, very common thing, and I totally believe it.
First impression.
100%. It lasts. The way you talk, the way you speak, the way you pass the message, the way you really, as you mentioned in the beginning of our discussion, put yourself in the shoes of your buyer, regardless of what is he buying. Very important as well aspect, because it creates for you a cycle of sales afterwards based on credibility. I would say credibility, right? Which is very, very important. Karim, what's your favorite country other than the UAE and Lebanon? Let's exclude these two out.
Other than UAE and Lebanon.
Yeah, out of the picture.
Many.
Always my questions are very
Many.
nice.
Let me remember which country I visit, because there is some countries I didn't visit, but I'm sure if I will go there, I would love to.
There is always a favorite.
Can I have? Can I have 5?
Please.
Japan.
I love it.
Yeah. Qatar.
Qatar.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you been to Doha?
For sure, I've been to Doha many times.
God bless them.
It's crazy development.
I will change it. So first Qatar.
Okay.
Then Japan.
Okay.
I loved Italy a lot.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Italy is my favorite. I say it everywhere.
Well, let me think about something that I didn't visit yet, because Europe I visited
to
a
Latin
lot of them. US not yet.
US not
The
yet.
whole US not yet. Can you imagine?
Okay.
I'm sure
actually.
I'm sure if I will go there.
There's some parts that you will love.
My brother is living there, so I need to
Yeah,
visit
no,
him
I'm
anyway.
sure.
That's
Especially with what you do, there's some parts which I don't want to promote it now, but there's some parts that you will really fall in love.
Definitely, I would love to visit them. I don't want to say like these are on the top 5, whatever. I would love to visit New York. I would love to visit California.
To see that.
To see also my
Miami.
nephews.
Yeah,
Living there in California.
There's a lot
Miami.
of people. Yeah.
So let me tell you, I would love to.
Have you been to Africa?
Yes, I wanted to mention, but for some, I was in Zambia last year.
Okay. Did you like it?
I was in the middle of the jungle for 7 days, far from everything, far from even internet.
That was a safari or just there?
It was safari.
It was safari.
Yeah, by myself.
By yourself?
Yes. And I was staying in 2 different lodges. They call the hotels over there lodge, yeah,
Yes.
because it's in the middle of the jungle.
True.
And imagine this area was 2 times bigger than my country. Only this park was 2 times bigger than my country. I swear to God.
How does that feel?
Maybe the best experience I've ever had in my whole life.
Okay, interesting. Zambia.
And guess what? Even you had to sign the contract, which is like if you get eaten by animals,
One of the big
doesn't
fives.
matter, lions, whatever, no one can claim anything.
Actually,
I signed it. I signed it blindly, like, well, definitely. Imagine insurance later on will be like, yeah, but you didn't tell him that the lion will bite him.
There's always a way.
Yeah,
Have you been to Zanzibar?
not yet, but it's also on the list.
I have to go there.
Yeah, even the beaches there are
You have
crazy.
to go there. This is one of the African countries that I really believe it's actually Africa in general.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yes.
Starting from Cape
Sure.
Town, Johannesburg, and like the whole South Africa.
The whole humanity started from there, man.
It's beautiful. It's really something magical. And if you go to Africa deep, like you said, Zambia, Mozambique, Ghana, Uganda, there's Angola,
Yeah.
and Tanzania for sure, Kenya, they're really beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you go to the top level, which
What a
again,
nature, man.
yeah, and then you go to Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, Libya. Africa is very rich.
Yes.
And it has a lot of things that are undiscovered.
Mm.
But we got the top 5. So Qatar is number 1.
Yes.
Okay, Qatar, from my view, is really, the development happening there is unbelievable.
Yes.
And I will not mention only because of the World Cup part, but the World Cup definitely played a role to expose what Qatar means to the world. And from my perspective, the way that it gave us more respect from the world, it was massive. And this is valueless, to get the respect based on we followed our principles. We didn't care about anything else. We followed our principles.
Yeah.
We applied our rules as Arabs at the end, right?
Yes.
And that's a very big value.
Huge respect.
That's a very, 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 very big value. It's not easy to find out at all. Japan, I'll not talk about it because for cars, by the way, it's crazy there, unbelievable. I remember the first time I went there and I tried, I'm not a fan of sushi, okay? Not as a person, I'm not. I do it usually with my daughter because she's a fan of sushi. I think as most of the women in general. It was my first time to try sushi in Japan, yeah? And I remember the restaurant was only 5 tables. And the gentleman who actually invited me there, he was the CEO of one company without mentioning the names, and he booked it 2 months in advance before I fly, because you literally have to book it that way. It's a very traditional, old-fashioned of sushi place. Karim, there, they tell you how you get promoted from the kitchen until you start doing the rice, until you start rolling, and then you serve. So basically there, the person who serve you is the top, not the person who managed the place, right? Wow. Second thing, there's no menu. Okay, so basically what they serve you is whatever fresh today.
They don't ask you what you like to eat.
No, you go there and they start whatever fresh. You see the eels and you see the stuff.
Even if you cry, you have to eat it.
100%. You're in Japan, right? So you're talking about samurai stuff. It's a different story. But the experience is unbelievable. It's really magical. I would say Japan is a very aristocratic country, right? You feel, and at the same time, it's a lot of respect to them, and they give you a lot of respect as well. So I will totally agree with you on the countries. Italy, I will not talk about it. Will take us.
Yeah, Russia also is on the list.
Well, I lived there, and it's beautiful place.
Moscow.
It's beautiful place.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah. By the way, Russia, for me, most of the cities are beautiful. It's in its own way. Yeah. St. Petersburg is the most famous one because it's really the history, the nature and everything is very beautiful. We have the White Nights there. I'm not sure if you heard about it or not, which basically all the night is still light. So there's no night at that time. Yeah. Moscow, one of the beautiful cities in the world, literally. Amazing place to go and visit and see. But if you go further and you go to Siberia side, right, and you go to see the real life of... that's the real cold, by the way, okay? Anything you feel cold, you've never been in that side. And the culture and the tradition. And by the way, they have almost the same culture as the Arab world, as a family.
They have good principles.
Very, very strong principles, very well educated. Literature for them is very high. If you think about Russians in general, you always talk to them and they have double major. Education is very, very super for them. I love the culture there. I think it's beautiful, and definitely we can go together.
And the last, definitely.
We can definitely visit together.
The last one is Switzerland.
That's for the watches, and
for the watches. No, nature.
You like Switzerland.
Nature-wise, like.
Have you been to St. Moritz?
No.
Okay, you need to visit this place as well. I've been there. It's on the borders with Italy.
Okay.
Went for a ski resort in St. Moritz. That's luxury. Okay. That's one of the most luxurious places, you know. I remember...
And all the rich guys are going there with their supercars over there.
It's crazy.
But how come you would bring a supercar over there? Like, just go with an SUV.
I don't know why you use
Go with the Range Rover Sport SVR.
Yeah, because I went there in the Christmas one time. I don't remember the year. And we were staying in a hotel. It's called Badrut Hotel. I remember very well.
Okay.
Because once you enter the hotel, the first thing they tell you is after 7 p.m. you have to wear a suit in the reception. You're not allowed to move like with slippers and this life finished. The windows is high like 10 meters and it's facing a lake, right? And a mountain. Beautiful view. In the winter, it turns to a polo place with something magical.
Nice.
And then you go up to the ski resorts and it's crazy. You have to go there.
Now, guess where my parents are living since 4 years?
And you didn't visit them
to
Istanbul. Go there? They're in Istanbul.
Yes. And I love it.
Istanbul. Oh my God. One of the
I cannot talk about all Turkey because I saw only like
certain cities.
One of them is Istanbul, and I'm in love with it.
And I have a problem with Turkey, Istanbul specifically, because when I go there, I gain weight. Oh. That's for sure. You know, because the food is really nice. The sweets
I eat also there, but I prefer to eat by mama. So every one of us grew up eating the food.
Nothing competes with mom's food. God bless her, and really, really God bless her for you. And there is no comparison. Do you watch Turkish series, by the way? Are you a fan of this TV
I don't have
things
time
and
for this.
It takes
I
only
have-
3
I
years
have
to
no
watch the whole
I have no
series.
doubt that they are one of the best, and they know what they are doing. Actually, they are good in it,
They are.
but I don't have time for it.
It was very funny. I had an injury in my neck and I was talking to my aunt and she told me just to, because I'm not used to sit at home, right? I was traveling for work and stuff. So she told me, why don't you try to watch Turkish series because it can be supporting
How
your
many years it took you
boredom.
to finish it?
No, the funny part, I found that every episode is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Episode, huh? So you're literally talking about every episode is longer than a movie, normal movie, episode, right? And then I was like, oh my God, that can take my life. Literally, it can take my life. And since when I have 2 hours to watch a movie, I can't even recall it.
But look, some ladies sit, some of them sitting at home, let's say by after a certain age.
It's perfect for them.
It's perfect. They wake up, and they start. They have something to talk about, because a lot of people, they like to read books, and then when they finish, they start talking about it.
But this is more a live experience.
So this is like more like
Yeah.
exactly. They are maybe preparing something at home, cleaning, and they are watching same time, whatever. So they have something to talk about, and then they'll take the phone. Yeah, she will call her sister, her friend, whatever. Just start talking like about it.
It's very interesting stuff. Oh my
Yeah, can you imagine the life, for example, after 60, 65 as a retired lady? What else they want to do at home?
They want to, yeah.
I'm not saying that only they are watching. Also, some younger generation is watching, but
Somebody
for me, sorry, like 2 hours of my time per day, that's too much.
Imagine every episode. I just wanted to understand how
I watch movies, by the way. I watch movies in a cinema. And the reason I watch movies, not series, because if you have a message, you want to show it to me fast. I like to watch it during eating something, popcorn,
Series,
edamame,
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it is. I know I will enter this movie. I will watch. I have what I have as message in my head. I will think about it also later on. And I had something nice to eat, nice like quality time with family. Yeah, and then I go out. All is good.
Everything is perfect.
Yeah. So, but series and
It's a long way.
I think one of very few series that I watch is Prison Break. It was like
Yeah.
15 years ago. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
when I watched it,
Yeah,
actually.
it's different.
Yeah, it
There's
was
a lot
really
of
nice.
good ones, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
as well.
definitely.
There's
I
some
bet.
strong ones that you need to.
But at that time, I was sitting at home in the winter in Germany, and I literally didn't have anything else to do. So I remember that I put in my room the big projector from cinema. You know, something that is supposed to be
and
in
you
cinema.
started to play.
And I didn't have even a big room, like, I don't know, maybe like 4x4 or 5x, whatever. So anyway, this project was such a good quality from how to say, the diagonal of the whole wall.
Yeah,
I took it as a view.
as
Okay,
a
so
project. Oh my God.
I put
the
it
screen is
behind
so
me,
big.
big bed, and on the wall.
And a lot of matches.
And I
for
watched
sure.
Prison Break. Yeah, I had so many things to eat.
Everything, huh?
I watched Prison Break in very short period. So,
All. Finish it. What's your favorite movie?
wow. There is this
A list
one
as well?
I can say this is there is a list,
Okay.
but I can tell you one. It's called The Bronx Tale. A Bronx
Bronx Tale.
Tale. You know it?
I know it. Yeah, I know
Man,
this.
like,
I love movies.
Not
actually.
everyone.
I know. I
knows
love
about
movies a lot.
it. And you know the story about it is actually the real life of Chess Palminteri when he was a kid.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, doing it together with Robert De Niro, man, what a masterpiece. What I love about it, a lot of messages, positive messages in this
Correct.
movie.
Correct.
And
And you're talking about De Niro as well, adding a lot of value to this, because my favorite too is De Niro and Al Pacino anyways.
I love a movie
So-
where you go out of it and you have
You
like
start
you know that they had a lot of messages about it, and sometimes it can change your mindset.
100%.
And this movie played a big role also about, because I think I watched it first time 91, 92.
Yeah.
I forgot something. Imagine
Yeah.
I was maybe 8 years old.
Yeah.
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 So-
but it lasts. This is classic.
And there is so many positive messages in it. So many.
No, movies, for me, I use
One
movies
of
a
them
lot,
is to kill racism.
which is big
I
message,
hate racist
which is big
people.
message, which is definitely big
Yeah.
message.
And this one also one of the
That's the point. That's actually the whole story, because some people, they lived all their life about this message, how to kill racism, and some of them were successful. Like we go back to South Africa part and Nelson Mandela and so on. Some people, they couldn't. Some people still have it in their blood for no reason. God help them on what they feel, because this is very bad feeling to be racist to anyone.
Yeah.
Karim, I think we can talk for hours. It was very, very interesting discussion, really. Very interesting discussion. I enjoyed it a lot. And we found seriously a lot of parts that people doesn't know about you. We'll definitely have part 2 about that, inshallah, as soon as we can. I wanted to ask you one last thing to tell our friends and fans and people who are watching us. What's your advice for people who's trying to open their own business?
Okay, good question. If they are employee,
yes,
if they are employed somewhere, never ever think of opening your own business before making sure that you started first a side hustle, and you are following perfectly on it, and you notice that this side hustle can guarantee for you double than your salary for at least 6 months. Then you can start thinking about opening business
and to be independent after
to be independent. Never think of just like resign and here we
leave
go
everything
there, especially if you have responsibilities.
Correct.
Again, I told you about being successful means, for me, someone who is employed doesn't mean they are having their own business. Employed, having salary and bringing food home, and they have healthy family,
100%.
healthy kids. This is already successful. So, but opening your own business, a lot of people think, I want to run away from this 9 to 5
jobs.
Okay, running away from what exactly? If you will be self-employed, you have your own business, you might be working 24 hours.
100%.
Especially the first 2 years. Doesn't matter what business you are going to open.
Correct.
So that's why when you are employed, if you think you want to follow your passion, do a side hustle. Give it, let's say, 5 hours of your time after you finish from your work, not during your
don't ruin
business,
your job.
during your job. After it, if you think you can handle it, if you can't handle this 5 hours extra, by the way, you cannot handle proper business,
your
because
job.
Trust me, your business will take minimum 20 hours of your day, especially the first 2 years.
Very good.
So if you cannot handle these 5 hours, it means leave it from now on. Now, if you can do it, and you notice that this side hustle is bringing you double than your salary for minimum 6 months, okay? And you see that it's a huge business for later on, stable, and you see that it's growing like 3 times your salary or whatever, then it's time to move. Before that, don't even think about it, because responsibility is behind your back.
Very good advice.
No one is living for themselves. You have families, you have responsibilities.
Very good advice. I have one more question before we close. It's out of the topic as well, but everybody lives in Dubai, specifically Dubai I'm talking right now. They have different views about relationships in general. Do you believe it's very hard to find a partner in Dubai? Do you see the same?
Look,
and you know what I'm talking about for sure.
Definitely we cannot talk general about it, but think about it. A lot of people from different countries in the world, they dream about coming to Dubai. Men and ladies, right?
True.
And why would someone leave their own home country to another country? There is many reasons. One of the most important reason is making more money than what they are doing home, right? So to build a better future for them, for
and
their
live
family.
happy and satisfied and so on.
So now, ladies who are coming here, having in their mind to have a better life for themselves, right? So they will be working. They will not be having time, let's say, for going on a date or leaving everything and being just with one guy who promised her or whatever that.
The world.
So now, in my opinion, as a man, if you find a lady who is still fresh in Dubai, okay, coming from a good background, good educated. I'm not telling you like she has to have diplomas, I don't know, but at least the minimum standards, okay?
Yeah.
Educated, has principles, is not cheap. Don't hesitate.
Just go for it.
Yeah, go for it, especially it's fresh, because a lot of ladies, even if they are good at the beginning,
they change.
Maybe they would have some bad influence from ladies who are receiving some gifts in Dubai from some people who are, I don't know, they are using them for some reason, like, let's go party, let's go whatever. So they will see that life is easy. They are receiving gifts for doing nothing.
So they follow this.
So these ladies, they can get jealous of like, look, I'm working all the time to get, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 dirham per month, and this lady
getting a bag as a gift.
Getting invited everywhere and getting a bag more than my salary for 1 year.
1 year.
For just being with someone as a friend, okay? And so with the time, these ladies will be seeing what is happening. Like, they will not be convinced with just a normal guy. You understand what I mean?
They will not feel
so
happy
if you tell them, I'm making 15,000 dirham per month, for example, which is $4,000, they'll be like looking at you as
nothing.
What is $4,000? You cannot afford to get for me a Birkin.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but if this lady is fresh in Dubai and doesn't have this kind of mindset, I don't know.
She will still be able to build a family.
Yes, I'm not talking about ladies who are since longer time here that they have already this mindset, but majority. Let's be honest now.
I agree.
Yeah, a lot of them will like they will start thinking materialistic.
Expectations different.
Expectation, and not only their family at home, they are expecting from them to send money.
The same thing. Yeah, correct.
Like, what are you doing since 5 years in Dubai? We thought like you are gonna help us. I don't know what. Look what your sister did. Look what your cousin did. Look what your friend from school did.
They are it's a lot of stories.
So
fresh.
You can have, and I have a lot of friends who met their future wives here, and I know a lot of ladies who met their husbands here, like future husbands here. Everything is good. Like,
it's working.
Come on, Dubai is, UAE is like any other country in the world, and you have this and you have this. You decide at the end of the day.
So there is a choice.
Definitely.
Okay, but it's a good advice as well. So fresh, with a good roots, good background,
good principles,
basic level of principles.
Sure, you don't want values. To be with a lady which has values, who has value, who is not cheap, right?
I totally agree on this. Karim, it was very nice to meet you here.
Thank you.
Seriously, and thanks for joining us in this podcast. I'm sure it will be entertaining for some people.
Hopefully.
We'll try to get the right comments for you. And the bad ones will block them from now. But again, thank you so much for being with us, and I wish you all the best in everything you do.
Same to you.
You're a great person, really, inside and outside, and I'm pleased to be one of your friends as well, and looking forward for more success and watch you growing and giving us more advice on how to make luxury a very nice lifestyle. Let's put it this way.
Let's see.
Karim, I was thanking Karim again for being with us today. Karim Haddad and Karim Luxury as the brand. I still insist it's a brand. It was very nice to have him here today. And I want to thank Davai Dubai. I want to thank Rhinos Group. And I want to thank myself and my team as well for having an amazing person with us today. Please don't forget to give us your comments, feedback, anything you want to improve, you want to develop. We're happy to hear you. And thanks a lot again, and see you soon.